Hello everyone, and welcome on back to Core Farms. So I think we kind of need to get that field sprayed off. We also need to get the grass field tethered and windrowed. My plan is we're going to buy a tether. I was thinking one of these. Yeah. We'll buy that. Because I want to buy as many things as I can. That way we're not just spending a bunch of money on rentals all the time. And for sprayers, I was gonna actually buy this. We're not gonna have spot and spray right away, you know, extra width or anything like that. It'll be the basic necessity, I guess. But I don't know if we'll ever really need to upgrade a sprayer in the future. We can go up to 28 meters. I mean, extra capacity, spot and spray ability in the future. We will probably use a decent amount of herbicide though. And I think for windrowers, we'll have to rent one still. I think that's the plan. Maybe either, is it 9 meters? Thought about this one because this one would push it all onto one side and then we go back through and make another swath into it. Or we could do this one. Either or. I haven't quite decided, and we don't need to decide right away. But the store goes as far as the fastest, so it makes sense. That's why we're taking that down there. This field is fine, obviously, for weeds, since it was plowed. But I'm still hoping to get all the grass baled up today. Majority of it will go to hay. I'm thinking probably just the headlands. We'll make a swath around that or something like that. And we'll probably just bale that into grass and hope we get like a bale or two. And that should be good for rabbits for quite a while. They don't eat too much, so. Oh, there's the equipment of ours. So yeah, we're starting a little bit later in the day since it was raining. Can't really get much done when it's raining, so. And we still have a thing of herbicide back home. We bought that last episode. Now we add back. Right back on the farm. I think after harvest we might be looking to buy this caravan park. Just for the income of it. I'm not sure how much, but anything would be appreciated. For now, I'll put the tether here. Probably be used on the grass field today. Hopefully 2,000 liters is enough of herbicide for this field. I think it is. I'm pretty sure even without spot and spray, you don't use like a whole lot of it. It would negatively affect our environmental score and yield more. But we don't really have much of an option. I'm pretty sure this is early on. It still doesn't destroy the crop. Okay. Even 18 meters is pretty big. Yeah. Even without spot and spray, it doesn't use a whole lot. But I think this will be a good sprayer to have. I don't think we'll really need much else in the future. Since we can easily make it bigger once, you know, if we start expanding to more and more fields. So that happens, which I think we'd probably expand to this one down here first. It was 200,000 though. But it would give us access to those smaller fields over there. I think, where is it? Here. Because there's a pathway through here, but there's no path for us down here, so we'd have to. Well, we could probably go from the road in too, but heck, a lot easier just to drive that way. I think 29,000 still should easily be enough to be able to rent the windrower, which would be like $3,000, I think it was when I checked. I'll have to re-rent a drill again, which is like $5,000. Then we'll probably need a bunch of seeds and fertilizer, and probably more herbicide for that field. But hopefully the harvest of the rye and linseed will get us sitting in a decent place to start spending it on more things so we don't have to lease as much. Well, I'm going to go ahead and we'll do a short time lapse just finishing this field up. Then we'll probably have to go and lease the windrower, I'm thinking. We'll get that leased so we can windrow some grass up and just tether whatever's left, and then go through and windrow that. Okay, we could just tether so much, but I want to make sure there's enough swaths of grass. Should be the last little bit. I'll double check on the map, obviously. It's always tough to tell. It's fairly good. Some right in this corner. Not sure where, but somewhere. Then we have the weeds right on the edge. It'll never be perfect, but as long as the majority is done. Alright, we got that there. Good. We'll grab the Zeter. Head down the store with that. And we can windrow. So this is 9 meters. What's really the rental difference of this? It's $2,000. That is $2,500. So we're talking about $600. Oh, this one. 1,500. This one is 1,300. I think we'll grab this one. At least that for 2. I think it's kind of a good middle point. We can run, make just one swath if we go back through, reverse and go back through. It's just what it looks like. Suppose I haven't fed the doggy today yet. So, make sure he's well fed. Ooh, that's a nice size windrower. Maybe this will be what we'd be looking to buy once we able to get enough money. Now this is likely long enough we'll have to go through the one field to make it here. It's if I can make it out of the store first. There we go. Just gotta take the turns a little bit wider. It allows. Doesn't always allow that in all cases. So I know I've seen other people try to take it through the way we took the baler and stuff. That doesn't sound like a great idea. There should be a little bit of room. Out of the way, chickens. Down at the bottom of this field. We just got it, and it's already all dirty. We go around once, 2 times, that would be like 18 meters worth of grass to one swath. I'd say that's probably enough to make a decent sized swath for the Heston baler. Good amount of bales. Probably more than what we need. But I'd rather have too much than not enough. That way, you know, once we get busy probably with harvests and whatnot, we don't have to make sure we get here and cut grass or anything for the rabbits. Yeah, the other way to enter this field would be through this field, which we'd have to go through the field up to there as well. All just to make it down here. I get some of the longer stuff through. I know when I was setting up the map, I was looking at a Vermeer mower to put in instead of the 2 mower setup. I quickly realized that probably wouldn't turn out great since it's a little bit longer. We'd have to, well, I didn't know about that bottom spot where we could go through either though. Now, looking back now, we could have made it work, but meet up here. Honestly, do we really need to do another swath through? I don't really think so. Let's go to this. I think if we just bail it, I think we'll be fine. Suppose I need to open this gate now. Oh, I suppose we already had almost a full bale. of straw, so it turned it into grass. Yeah, this will easily be plenty of grass then. Easily be 2-3 bales. That should be enough, I would imagine. It's 3, 4. Number 5's in there. That's pretty good. Won't have 6, but that is fine. We can unload it out here. I'd say this is pretty good width for a tedder. He'll finish this field fairly quick, at least. I guess one way to avoid the bales would be to basically go around in a circle again. I would avoid hitting the bales and windrowing. Well, I'll go ahead and we'll start a time lapse. We'll see how far we get with the tethering. Maybe we'll get a start on windrowing. I'll talk to everyone once that is done. Well, the tethering's almost done. We got about one swath left. I would guess that we're gonna have quite a bit of hay, so should last quite a long time for some cows. I was planning on only getting like 10 for now. Maybe like 4 of those would be, I think it's like 12 months, I think is one of the options to buy them at. I think there's like calves, 0 months, and there's like 12 months and 18, I think. So probably 4 will be at that 12-month range. A little bit closer to reproducing, then we can have them make more instead of buying more. There shouldn't be too many swaths for baling, because, well, swing back through and just make the swaths a little bit bigger. Part of the reason why I went with this one, even though the one above it would have been bigger by 4 meters, 3 meters. Sure, that'll take a little bit less time, but the baling would still take a significant amount of time. To make a swing through this way first. That way we get far enough from the bales, it won't be a big concern about that on the ends. Not sure if we'll get the hay bales picked up today, but we should get the grass bales. We can put the grass bales somewhere. Not sure where. Probably somewhere next to the rabbits. Probably the main thing they'll use it. Even once we get sheep, I'd probably use hay on those too. I'm pretty sure the amount in a bale is bigger. And plus we wouldn't have to make nearly as much grass. Sure, it's easier to make grass, but if we're already making hay for cows, then we just, I don't know, if an animal has option of 2 different ones. The windmill in the background, hot air balloon. Great view right there. The sun going down. And when it comes to baling, we'll just have about 5 swaths and be done like that. Hoping with the harvest coming up, we'll be able to buy some more land. Hopefully upgrade the sprayer. I don't know if we'll have quite enough to afford a windrower or anything like that, but, or even a drill. I might even wait till the horse DLC comes up when I decide what kind of planter I'd want for cedar. There are some there's about in that range I would consider a good option. Wonder if this field will need lime too. A lot of them will, so. Some picturesque views. Looking that way. It's just like there's mountains in the background. I'm looking forward to selling things for obviously money, but also because we can explore the map some more. I haven't really got to explore it too much. Really, we've only gone down to the store. That's been our exploring, really. We've done that trip a good amount of times already. With leasing and everything. I'm going to go ahead and time-lapse the rest of this and the baling. Baling should probably not take much time. Then before we'll end, we'll have to grab the trailer. Get at least the grass bales picked up. The hay bales can wait, and then we can get cows in the next episode. And if we have a bunch, we could possibly consider sheep. I don't know if I want to do too much per se, have too much going on. Then you risk, not having enough food for the animals you do have, or not be able to take care of them either. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I was just gonna try and bail, and now my tractor's stuck because I hit this, and now I can't back up. Oh. There we go. Oh man, these are some big spots. Okay, so first bale will be grass. Must be too far finished. I'm gonna have to go back through a second time. At least this outer swath was not the greatest thing ever. Definitely was not perfect. But I think these center ones are a little bit bigger or better. Be able to drive down them, should be fine. Yeah, looks like it. A lot better than missing a bunch at least. Well, what? It's 1-2 bales of hay already? And these are how much for size? 12,000 liters? Or an 11. 11 and a half. Yep. That's right. Well, I'll continue the time lapse I was meaning to do, and I got stuck on the fence post and couldn't reverse out of it, so I'll protect everyone after that. I'm just going around picking up the many missed spots. A lot of it, I think when I was going through making the second windrow into the same swath, I should have went a little bit farther towards the swath and we could pick the whole thing up, and I think that would have made it a little bit better. Than this, at least. I must have erased that by accident at some point. It definitely made these swaths pretty big, and we missed quite a bit, partially because of that. I'm sure I could have drove a little bit straighter too, but still. Please fill up this last bale, hopefully. That's what I'm trying to do, at least. That's a lot of bales. So, let's take a look. Here. Session of 23. And I think it's at 5 were grass, I think. Well, hopefully loading these bales up goes fairly smoothly. As in, actually leaves the fork. Well, I think this will be where I leave it. I'll load these off camera just because it's starting to get dark, and that usually means the video doesn't turn out nearly as well. Usually, I think YouTube usually makes it a little bit darker. Something I've noticed. And these are going a little bit better than the straw bales. One of them is just the straw bales that are kind of a pain. Yeah, I'll talk to everyone in the next video. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed. Bye.